Good morning, Maple Park. Today is Friday, March 15, 2015.
Today is an A day.
First up, we have Hulk Hogan with today's lunch.
We know me, Gene. For lunch today we got Bosco sticks, cheese enchiladas, spicy chicken wings with a biscuit, steamed peas, salad, and mandarin oranges, brother.
Thanks, Hulkster.
Next is Officer Johnson with cops.
Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Cops. Thanks for the questions, Cameron and Sinette. Let me start with Sinette. She asked,
Is training the same for a sheriff as it is for a police officer?
good question. Basic training is the same for either a police officer or deputy sheriff. The academy I attended as a graduate, we were either employed by a police department or a sheriff's department. Now some agencies, KCPD for example, train their own police officers. And a few years ago, Clay County Sheriff's Department had its own academy. So if you'd like to work in law enforcement and don't have a preference for a certain jurisdiction to work in, then there are many agencies that will hire you once you've completed training of the academy of your choice. Second question, Cameron asked,
What type of obstacles did you have to do in your training?
it's another good question. Well, Cameron, if you're talking about physical training, then gosh, where should I begin? Physical training was tough. I was 42 years old when I went through the academy, and I was competing with 20-year-olds. A typical day would start with push-ups and sit-ups, and that was just a warm-up. That was followed by hand-to-hand combat and then ground fighting techniques. Then, more sit-ups, more push-ups. After, we'd end our training with a cadence run, or singing, while we ran around the neighborhood. And some of you may know how difficult it is to sing or even talk while you run. And this was a typical training day. Fridays were the worst. We had to run 1.5 miles for time. Now prior to graduation, we had to run the 1.5 miles in a certain amount of time or we could not graduate. So thinking back at the time, I hated physical training. But as I look back, of all the training that I went through, physical training is probably what I missed the most. Thanks for the questions. Again, if you have a question, turn it in, and we may see you on the next episode of Cops.
Thank you, Officer Johnson. Now here's Sam with the attendance report.
Our attendance winners for last week were 6th grade with the attendance of 95.72%. And second, we have 8th grade with the 94.64% attendance for the week. Lastly, we have 7th grade with 93.8% attendance rate for the week of March 2nd, 2015. Have a nice spring break. Next, we have DeMarcus with sports.
7th and 8th graders, are you ready for track and field? Practice begins March 23rd, the week we come back from spring break. You must have a complete physical to participate.
Now for Thomas with the spring break report.
Alright people, next week is spring break. It's a week-long vacation in spring. Have a nice spring break, people.
Yeah.
That does it for Maple Park News today. We'll leave you with the choir's performance from the district assessment. Remember to be respectful, responsible, and do your personal best.
And thank you for watching Maple Park News.